Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. It's time for the report from AEW Dynamite. And here's the man that has always been Dynamite, more Dynamite than J.J. Evans himself, Mr. Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Hold on just a second. Hello there. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Episode 1196. This will be the last video of the day, of February 7, 2024, 10:08 p.m. I want to wish a happy birthday first and foremost to my good friend Don Wombo. He used to go to my church when I first met him when I was very, very young, and he was my first youth leader in my church. And I want to wish him a very happy birthday. Happy birthday, Don. Hope you're watching and hoping you're having a good time. So a shout out to you, Don. This took place in Phoenix, Arizona, the AEW Dynamite event, the first Dynamite of February 2024. Lots of stuff that went down. Number one contenders match for the whoever wins faces Samoa Joe Revolution for the AEW World Title. These two men went at it. Hangman Adam Page and Swerve Strickland. They went at it, and it was a heck of a matchup. Kind of gone, but Swerve Strickland had Hangman Adam Page. And then when he went to go get the 3 count, 1, 2, and the bell rang after the count of 2. Itchy ear. And then Justin Roberts announced it was a time limit draw. And then Swerve Strickland got the microphone and said, no. We're not ending it like this. 5 more minutes. And then Hangman Adam Page starts laughing. He goes, "You couldn't beat me. You failed to beat me." And then Tony Schiavone stands up and said, "Hey, hold on just a second." Tony Khan made an announcement that Tony Khan has announced that it will be a triple threat for the AEW Championship. It will be Samoa Joe defending that title against Swerve Strickland and Hangman Adam Page. Hangman Adam Page is not happy. Neither was Samoa Joe, but Swerve Strickland is. So Swerve Strickland's getting their shot at the title anyway. So that's going to be a heck of a matchup and a heck of a deal. So good luck to Mr. Swerve Strickland. So, as Samoa Joe has responded to the news, being interviewed by Renee Paquette, he was not very happy, but he said, "I'm still going to take it out on YouTube and walk away the AEW World Heavyweight Champion." So, anyways, Deonna Purrazzo joins on commentary for the next match, the Eliminator matchup, which Timeless Toni Storm, the AEW Women's World Champion, accompanied by her butler Luther and her understudy Mariah May, to go up against Red Velvet. And this was a heck of a matchup. And in the end, Timeless Toni Storm did win the matchup. And then Purrazzo did confront Toni Storm after the match. Toni Storm trying to give her a couple kisses on the cheek, and Deonna Purrazzo does one of these, and then Luther's like, it was so funny, Luther. And Deonna Purrazzo's like, "Get away," hilarious. Then Renee Paquette interviewed Best Friends as Orange Cassidy this Friday on Rampage will defend the AEW International title against the Stone Pitbull himself, Tomohiro Ishii, and then we come to find out, and then she asked about Chuck Taylor. Chuck Taylor is getting checked on, so we should go and make sure he gets checked on, right? So, then they had a trios matchup where it will be Team CMLL. That will be the team of Volador Jr., Hechicero, and Mascarada Dorada. Oh my gosh, here I go with the names now. I thought Ben screwed up the names this past Friday with the award show. Oh, goodness gracious me. No. Good way to do it. Let me try it again. Volador Jr., Hechicero, and Mascarada Dorita. I did it again. Hold on. I'll get it right. The guy sells Doritos. Okay. That's his gimmick. No, anyways. Team CMLL, Mascarada Dorada, I think that's how it's fun. Volador Jr. and Hechicero to face the Blackpool Combat Club team of Claudio Castagnoli, Bryan Danielson, and Jon Moxley. Now, it's like, where the heck is Wheeler Yuta? Is he hurt? I know he's the pure champion. He's probably defending that title on Ring of Honor. So, two teams fought, but there were three more luchadors sitting in the crowd. Star Jr., I think someone called a Sphinx. I think it's in Spanish. And Mystico. And they were all at ringside, and then this was a heck of a match. It could have gone either way. It got out of hand a couple of times. The referees trying to settle it. In the end, though, the Blackpool Combat Club didn't win the matchup, but the other three luchadors came jumping out of their seats and wanted to go attack the BCC. But the four men that were attacked by the CML, brawling with the CMLL team, and that would be 2.0, Daddy Magic Matt Bernard, Cool Hand Angelo Parker, along with Christopher Daniels and Matt Sydal. They were backing up the BCC. So, as AEW Unity, this is going to get more interesting by the day. Also, the Undisputed Kingdom ended up attacking Chuck Taylor again. So, it looks like they're trying to push Orange Cassidy's buttons. And I know Roderick Strong has an international title shot against Orange Cassidy at Revolution. So, it could be just more of a gang war when it's all said and done, basically. Well, Tony Khan made a big announcement that March 13th will be an event in Boston. It will be known as AEW Big Business. That's a new name for the show in Boston, Massachusetts. Now, rumor has it that Mercedes Moné, who is from Boston, Massachusetts, will be making her debut in AEW there. Well, a lot of people have been saying, Mercedes Moné, formerly known as Sasha Banks, could end up being in AEW. And if that's the case, that could bolster up the women's division for sure. But that will be for sure. We'll see what's okay. So let me just give me a second here. Thank you. Alright. So, anyways, oh, go. What the heck? How did this happen? How did this happen? That's weird. There we go. That's what I meant to do. Anyways, I lost count. Stephen A. Smith. Oh boy, is Stephen A. Smith's going to be an all-star game coach? That's going to be crazy. Anyways, sorry folks. Where was I? So, yeah, big business in Boston, Massachusetts. Maybe Mercedes Moné could make her debut there. Obviously, she's from, and that could bolster up. I think if she does survive, if Timeless Tony Storm does survive her matchup against Deonna Purrazzo, we may see those two, Mercedes Moné and Tony Storm. Mercedes Moné being the next challenger to Tony Storm. If Deonna Purrazzo loses, I would advise her to move on and try to challenge Julia Hart for the TBS title. Chris Jericho went one-on-one with Konosuke Takeshita, the Alpha. I mean, this is a heck of a matchup, to say the least. But when Powerhouse Hobbs got involved, Sammy Guevara bashed Hobbs with a chair and chased him out of the ring. And Takeshita beat Jericho using Jericho's Lion Tamer / Walls of Jericho Boston mission hold. That is insane. So, just for Takeshita to win that match, that's a big, huge win for the young Alpha, Konosuke Takeshita. That's a big, huge deal That could make them a serious threat down the road. Trust me on that one. But then the tag team titles were on the line in a tornado match. It means it could be anywhere, no DQ, no count out. Just both teams were just beating the crap out of each other. Ricky Starks and Big Bill defending those titles against the team of Sting and Darby Allin. And these two teams, they just went at it. It got to the point where a father got his two kids out of the way because they were like in the middle of it. Watch it, kids, you're going to get hurt. And especially with that big guy, Big Bill, one boot to the face, says the kid flying in the 10th row or something like that. But thank goodness the kids were safe and all that. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have new AEW World Tag Team Champions. Yes, you heard that right. Sting, the oldest man in AEW history to capture a championship, is tag team champions with Darby Allin. And then Sting invited his two sons to step in the ring. And his two sons, I'll tell you one thing, man. If they decided to wrestle instead of doing, I think they're football players, I think. If they decided to train in wrestling, I think they would have made a great tag team, but they're not. Anyways, and as they were celebrating, the Young Bucks, they want us to call them Nicholas and Matthew Jackson. They attacked the tag team champions, and then when Sting's sons tried to stop them, they were attacked too. They have white baseball bats dressed in white. They busted up Darby Allin open. Those two butt-headed stooge turkeys, the Young Bucks, right, attacking Sting's sons. Now they just made it personal. They call us up the EVPs and they do this crap? Seriously? Why do they point them to the EVPs? Is that frizzy-haired moron? Tony Khan does not do something about this. AEW is going to go straight down to Bemis. Let me tell you. And I'll tell you one thing. The Young Bucks want people like me to call them Nicholas and Matthew? No. How about this? Young Bucks nothing but Beavis and Butthead. That's what they are. Beavis and Butthead. The Young Bucks are Beavis and Butthead. Because I'll tell you one thing right now. Beavis and Butthead, although I shouldn't call them Beavis and Butthead because it'll be an insult to Beavis and Butthead. I think they make Beavis and Butthead look smart, let me tell you. Young Bucks, please. And they got all the blood. You can't carry it. And they don't want the trigger move they call the BTE trigger anymore. They want to call it the EVP trigger. Really? I'll tell you one thing. EVPs are not supposed to do something like this. Tony Khan's always been the smart one, trying, not get involved in fights. And Tony Khan, he better do something. If Tony Khan, that frizzy-haired goofball, doesn't do something about this, AEW can go down, like I said, again, straight down to Bemis. And where's the talent going to go? Some probably don't want to go back. They ought to go back to the WWE. Vince McMahon's been removed from power. Hey, I would see Tony Storm continue that gimmick over hers in the WWE if need be, if it has to. But if the Young Bucks are not careful, that most of the talent's going to end up being back there. Who knows? The WWE could, again, monopolize the whole thing. Because now we just found out that TNA just fired Scott D'Amore. What? As the president. Anthem has made a big mistake with that. Scott D'Amore was the reason why TNA was starting to get that momentum, and now they fire him? I'll tell you what, if TNA starts going down the Bemis, I think it'll be a matter of time. Since they were working with Endeavor with the TNA library, I'll tell you one thing. I wouldn't be surprised if Endeavor decided to scoop up TNA and basically, how about this? And basically merge up with the WWE. Here we go again. Could it happen? I don't know. Hope not, but still, I like great healthy competition. Listen. TNA, they allowed Jordan Grace to go to the WWE for the Royal Rumble, which I thought was a really cool thing. But here we go again. What's going to happen now? And then we got Rossi Ogawa being fired from Stardom. Rossi Ogawa was planning to leave Stardom anyways. Now, the rumor had that Julia from Stardom was going to go to the WWE in March, but she wanted to stay behind and help Rossi start things up. So, with a new organization, out of respect. But I think if I were Rossi, I would sign with the WWE and help out the talent there. But I know there will be a lot of talent. Contracts expire in March. Are they going to go with Rossi? I don't know. Tam Nakano, no relation to Bull Nakano, or Nakano. Tam Nakano says she wants to stay in Stardom. But I'm telling you something right now. This is A lot of crazy things have been happening in wrestling as of late. And this is only, the second month of the new year, for goodness sakes. I mean, you got the Vince McMahon scandal. You got, everything, everything's gone crazy in the WWE already since the Royal Rumble. And you've got The Rock replacing Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania or something like that. We'll find out what happens tomorrow at the press conference. You got, we want Cody, Rocky sucks, death threats going around. I mean, this is crazy. Too much. God, too much craziness to take in as a wrestling fan, man. It's like, oh my goodness. So this is crazy, but the Young Bucks, I'm not calling them Nicholas and Matthew Jackson. I'm calling them Beavis and Butthead Jackson. That's what they are, Beavis and Butthead. Those two clowns, they're going to get theirs. And they just made it personal when they attacked Sting's sons. They made it personal. And I'll tell you one thing, they made the EVPs. I don't know why anybody came out and stopped them. I would have stopped them. I would have knocked them out with a clothesline. And if they fire me, I'm like, hell, I'll go back to the WWE. You guys can suck it up your nose with a rubber hose. You stupid EVPs. Yeah, Nicholas and Matthew Jackson. Yeah. Now about this, Beavis and Butthead. That's what you are. Beavis and Butthead. Frickin' frack. Abbott and Costello. Moe and Larry. No, they're a couple of stooge turkeys. No, they're not the Young Bucks. They're the stooge turkeys. That's what they are. They're the stooge turkeys. They act like a couple of stooges. They act like a couple of turkeys. Yeah, we're back on right. Generation Me. Generation Me. That's what they should be called. Because it's all about them. Oh, we're the Young Bucks. We hate the WWE. We love Uncle Dave Meltzer. Yeah, Beavis and Butthead. Beavis and Butthead, that's what you are. Beavis and Butthead Stooge Turkey. That's the last name. Beavis and Butthead Stooge Turkey. You're a couple of stooge turkeys. There are a couple of stooge. The Young Bucks are stooge turkeys. All right? None. The Young sucks. The Young sucks. The Young sucks. Suck it. I think they suck. The Young Bucks suck. All right, the Young Bucks, no big bucks, no whammies. No, they ain't big bucks. There's no bucks. A lot of whammies. Hope the whammies get them. Anyways, oh my goodness, I can't believe it. We have new tag team champions and the Young Bucks. We get the belts. We're gonna the EVPs. Give them wedgies. That's what. Give them wedgies and hang them on a flagpole. They're hanging by their underwear on the flagpole, and they're like, hey, get us down from here. And I'll be like, yeah, when you get down here, underwear's going to rip, and your bare butt's going to show, and then people will know you have tiny penises. You know what I'm saying? And then we're all going to point and laugh at you. You big Young Bucks, them ding-dongs. Oh, my goodness. Beavis and Butthead Jackson. The Young Sucks. Stooge turkeys. Kids, this is what happens when you smoke weed. You tend to be stupid as the Young Bucks. I think Young Bucks smoke a lot of weed. When we smoke weed, man. Oh man, that was disgraceful though. And they don't want to be called Nicholas Matthews. If you don't call us by Nicholas Matthews, you get fined. Really. I don't work for AEW, so I'll call them whatever the heck I want. I'm like, what do I want to call you? The Young Bucks. Why do I want to call you Nicholas and Matthew Jackson? With these white suits with these stupid, one of those newspaper boy caps on, and you guys are such losers. That's for sure. Who are such losers? The Young Bucks, they're losers. Losers. I don't care. I don't care how many tag team championship titles you've held. Whoopie-doo. You want a cookie? Young Bucks. More like the Young Sucks. Yeah, the Young Sucks. Oh, man. Maybe you get wedgies. Give them a wedgie and then take them to a flagpole, put and hang their underwear on the flagpole and just go, and that way they can yell, get us down. And when they get down, or try to get down, they're going to lose their pants, they're going to lose their underwear, like I said, their bare butt's going to hang on, and they're going to realize they ain't that big, and they call them the Young Bucks, they ain't the big bucks. Got a million of those jokes, man. I'm telling you. I got a million of those jokes. I'm telling you. It's great to kayfabe it once in a while. It just, And I'll tell you what, but Tony Storm, one match that stood out to me was Tony Storm and Red Velvet. When Tony Storm won by submission with the ankle lock, she's like she had a new move to her repertoire. And we'll watch a little bit of Kurt Angle or Ken Shamrock, because both of them use the ankle lock as their submission hold. And I'll tell you one thing, Tony Storm has that in her repertoire. We'll test her against the virtuosa, Deonna Purrazzo. Can't wait. So, that's all the time we have on the show. Episode 1186, wave 4 episodes, wave from 1200 episodes of the show. And a little, wait, what's going on here? Come on now. Okay, here we are. Okay, almost. Bear in mind, tomorrow we got Network Throwdown Thursday, Press Your Luck. We got Rant and Rave tomorrow night, TNA Impact tomorrow night, so we'll see what happens there. All right, so that's it. That's all the time we have. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you like this episode or if you like any of my content, please give my channel a subscribe, ring the bell for notification, and if you know people that want to see good positive content on YouTube, tell them to come here. That's to Eric Lima Shenanigans 1977. Well, I appreciate your support, and hopefully we'll continue on. Okay? So, until the next episode comes rolling around, hey, Mr. Announcer, take us home. And Young Bucks or Young Sucks, you suck. You act like Beavis and Butthead. Beavis and Butthead Jackson. The Young Sucks. I'll see you guys later. Have a good day. Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode. This is your announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, do it for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with a Raven Bofa Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode. Tune in next time for another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Goodbye for now.